Hello kids, we did fixed income. Fixed income which remains same no matter the entrepreneur or a business person is getting more profits, less profit, no matter. But one has to pay the rent, one has to pay the salary, one has to pay the wages. Suppose I am a teacher, I am teaching in a school. I will be getting fixed income no matter they are getting fees or not, but whatever is decided with me I will be getting. So rent, wages, salary are included in fixed income. Then comes opposite of fixed income, fluctuating income. Fluctuating means on and off. Now, when an entrepreneur opens a business or businessman opens enterprises, there are likely chances that they may earn profit, they may not earn profit. Okay, when does a businessman earns a profit? When his cost or the expenditure which he has incurred, the price of the product is more than the cost, or the profit which he has earned after by selling the goods and services are more than the cost. If cost and the price sold are same, then there is no profit, neither loss nor gain. But when the cost, suppose I am selling this marker and the cost of it is 10 rupees. I am selling it for 20 rupees. So I am at a profit of 10 rupees. My cost is less and the profit is more. Got it? So fluctuating income, fixed income, they both are opposite in nature. Then is money income. Money income is the income earned in the currency of the country. Like I am earning in rupees because I am in India. So my money income will be rupees, the denomination. Right? Then residual income. Residual income. Residual means, as the name suggests, residual. The income which is left after paying the factors of production cost. Suppose my business earned 20,000. After factors of paying bills, paying rents, paying interest, paying to the wages, 10,000. The 10,000 is my fixed expenditure. What is left after that? 10,000. So this 10,000 will be my residual income which is left after paying the factors of production. Okay. Then comes real income. Real income is the income which is the purchasing part. Suppose my salary happens to be, suppose, 10,000. Suppose. But I feel affording only 5,000. I can afford only 5,000 in my expenditure. I go to mall, I purchase things. I go to market, I purchase things. So my purchasing part, the ability to purchase thing is 5,000, and this 5,000 will be real income. Okay. Then is the contractual income. Contractual income. A is your employer. B is the labor. Whatever is decided, whatever is contracted with A, B will get accordingly. According to the contract. Suppose you call to a plumber and you say that I will pay 500 for fixing the tap. There will be verbal contract and you will be paying 500 for fixing the tap. So that will be contractual money earned by the plumber. Then is earned income. Earned income. In economics, productive activities happen. In economics, productive activity happens like producing, selling, purchasing, distributing, right? So, earned income is the income earned by productive activity. Selling, producing, selling, purchasing, reselling. These are the productive activity. Anybody earning out of the productive activity, that money will be, that earned will be earned money. And what is the opposite of earned money? Unearned money. We are doing types of income. Unearned money, that means the one who earns money by non-productive activity. Now, what are non-productive activity and how can we earn? Those are windfall gains. How do we get windfall gains? By earning prizes, by winning some prize in cash, by earning lottery. The prizes in the lottery that are unearned money. There is no production of the goods and services, so it will be unearned money. So far we have done types of income. Fixed income, fluctuating income, residual income, money income, real income, contractual income, earned and unearned money. Right? So this we are doing the microeconomics, in which this was one of the topic, and after that there is economic activity in the microeconomics. What are economic activity? Economic activities are those which include production. Production happening, there is some economic activity happening. Distribution happening, there is some economic activity happening. There is exchange of money, economic activity happening. Consumption happening, you are using the thing. Suppose I am using the whiteboard. What is this? Consumption. Consumption doesn't mean only eating and drinking. No. It even means utilizing it. I am using whiteboard. This is a consumption and this is an economic activity. Why will one produce? Because somebody wants to consume. Right. We will understand what is production. First we are doing in economic activity. In microeconomics, economic activity. Economic activity. What comes to your mind? What happens in economic activity? Somebody produces. So, production. Then, what happens in economic activity after producing? Distribution. After distribution, exchange and consumption. Exchange and consumption. Production. In production, we produce something. We produce according to the specification of given by the customer, according to the market taste, preferences. We produce in order that it satisfies what? Wants. Right? It has some utility, that thing we produce. So there are, like how a businessman will produce. Obviously, will engage capital, money, will engage land, material, furniture, manpower. So, what all it engages in order to make that product useful are all factors of production. Like, first is land. Land. Land is the fixed asset which is a natural resource available on, in the term land, which even means soil, water, but it also includes anything on the surface on the earth's surface, above, below the earth's surface. Even minerals will be the fixed asset, which will be factors of production to produce a product. right? Land. Then for using land, what you do? What a businessman will do? Will pay rent. Will pay rent. If the land is on lease, will pay rent. Right? So the reward for using land is rent. Then labor. Man. Labor. Labor. Labor, human effort or mental effort used by of a labor or a man will be rewarding to the labor, and the reward will be in the way of salary and wages. Labor is also a factor of production. Got it? Then capital. Capital here it denotes money. In order that a businessman opens a giant, has to borrow money. Immense amount of money will not be available at home. He has to borrow from the bank. After borrowing, he will make use in purchasing raw material, in purchasing machinery, equipment. But will bank give at free of cost? Will charge what? Interest. So there is a story in the mind, and likewise the points come. The reward to be paid for using capital is interest. Got it? See, I have written M. These are the 4 M's. Man, money, material and management. Then entrepreneur. This is management person. He is the real leader, real king, right? He is a real king. He is a management person. He knows how to get work done from labor, arranging capital, putting best utilization of land, material, manpower, and making the profits to happen. In return, what does the entrepreneur gets, businessman gets? He gets profits. So, in factors of production, factors that are causing productions are man, money, material and management. Same thing we have studied here. Land, labor, capital, entrepreneur. Same thing, man, money, material, management. Right? Material, raw material, equipment, machinery and management. Very 4 most important. Right? Management is making all these things happen and making that product available. In return, management gets what? In return, management gets profit. So this was a economic activity. In economic activity we did production. After that, distribution. Right? Distribution. What is distribution? Here the distribution means in economic activity. In economic activity, distribution means division of profits. Division of factor of reward. Whatever one got reward in making that product, making it saleable, that is to be divided. Labor will get what? Wages. What bank will get for using bank's money? Interest. Entrepreneur, what he will get? Profits. Using land. For using somebody's land, what he will get? Rent. So these are in the economic activity. This is the part of the distribution, economic activity. These things happen in distribution, and distribution is one of the part of economic activity. After that, exchange. When the product is being made, okay, then How will entrepreneur will get profit? By exchanging goods, right? There will be exchange of goods or exchange of worth. I have already told you about value. Okay, value in use. So what happens? There will be exchange. Suppose I am selling this marker and I feel its worth is 25 rupees. I will be charging 25 rupees from you. The value, the worth will be in monetary value. So setting the exchange rate, how exchange to take place is also a part of economic activity. Then economic activity, the fourth thing is consumption. Unless we consume, it will be of no use. We have to consume. Consuming means if I use, once I am using it, I am feeling worth of investing rupees 25 because it's giving me satisfaction of work. There is a utility. I'm feeling the value of the marker, right? So there should be consumption, there should be satisfying of the wants, and that is a part of consumption. Got it? This is all in microeconomics. We did everything in the microeconomics. Okay, so far we did wants in microeconomics, goods and services, utility, right, value, wealth, transferability, externality, and economic activities. Now we are going to study macroeconomics. We are going to study macroeconomics. Now, before the chapter was starting, I told you what is macroeconomics. That is large. Macro, large. Large, aggregate. Right? Aggregate. Total. So, in macroeconomics, we are going to study in totality in the nation what is happening, total investment happening, total employment happening, total income generation, total wealth generation, total productivity, total demand. So in the first thing we will going to study national income. Since the name is national income, you can understand the income of nation. Simple words, income of nation. Now, the aggregate income, the aggregate monetary value of all the finished goods, whatever goods and services you see. And you can see the service, teaching service, the aggregate of, in monetary terms, the aggregate monetary value of the service, the aggregate monetary value of the good, it is a good, final good and final services monetary value in the nation in a particular, in that very particular financial year is national income. Got it? National income is the aggregate. Now what it means? See. I am again taking this example of a marker. The marker has ink in it, plastic in it, and many other raw materials made to make a marker. But the monetary value of a final product, not of the ink, not of the whatever raw material it had, the final product what it made, the monetary value of this final product, all the products, this product, clothing product, whatever you see right now in the room, chair, table, book, notebook, pen, all aggregating all the final products monetary value in that financial year will be national income. Product and services. All the services, may it be hospitality, may it be treatment in the hospital, may it be travel, tourism, that is included in hospitality, may it will be the educational sector, health sector, all the final goods and services, monetary value of final goods and services, totaling it will be our national income. Then comes saving. Saving is keeping aside money from the income for future use. See, saving is very important. Why do we save at home? So that in future if somebody falls ill, we can have money. There is a good occasion like marriage or something, we can use that money. Right? So that is why the savings will be used. In nation-wise, why nation does a saving now? Pandemic happened. From where this government is investing money in the hospitals, making arrangement, feeding poor and making all sorts of arrangement? By the saving in the buffer stock. So, saving are the part of income which is set aside to satisfy the future needs by foregoing the current consumption. We say let's not consume it right now. We will shorten our consumption. We will use it in the future for the demand which will be having high intensity, or a demand which will be very, very much in urgency. This happens at home also, it happens in the nationwide also. Then is the investment. Now, country invests on making roads, makes corporates, government corporates, buys equipments. From where does it do? I told you country does saving. From saving, a country purchases some capital asset in future. Right? Like we say, it is government toilet. So what is that? Investment done by the government. From where? From the saving done in the past. Investment is the creation of capital asset. Investment is the creation of capital asset. Capital asset, which includes machinery, equipment. Right. Then comes trade cycle. The third thing in the macroeconomics is trade cycle. Trade cycle. What do you understand by trade cycle? Does it mean cycling? It is somewhat similar. Cycling. Like you see, when I was giving an example of tomatoes every day, mostly the tomatoes rate, vegetable rates go up and down. The trade cycle talks about inflation and depression. Trade cycle. It is cycle of the prices. Inflation, depression. Right. When there is increase in the prices of the goods, like in the gold prices increases, there is inflation. Inflation. It is a part of macroeconomics. Then depression. See, inflation and depression are part of trade cycle. That is when the prices dip down. Right? Inflation and depression. Right. So after that, trade cycles, investment, saving, then comes economic growth. Now, we are talking about nationwide, we will study about economic growth. Economic growth is the increase in the national income. What is national income again? National income is the monetary value, money-wise value of the final good. What is the price of this final good? adding prices of all the final goods, market value or monetary value of all the final goods are in the nation. Adding all the final goods and services, monetary value is the national income. In that financial year, see, I talked about financial year. Financial year starts from 1st April to 31st March. When I am talking about economic growth is the increase in the national income in whole year. How many goods produced and services produced and those goods which are final goods, which are ready to be consumed, those services which are finally to be consumed, availed, that aggregating the monetary value of final goods and services will be national income. If there is an increase in the national income, then economic growth is increasing. When you happen to read in the newspaper, we say with the pandemic the economic growth dipped. How? Because the national income, the pace with which the products were being sold and purchased, the pace with which the products were produced have decreased down, due to which national income dipped and hence the economic growth dipped. But when there is an increase in the national income, we say there is a good economic growth. Right? Economic growth is in monetary terms. We say 6% economic growth. It is quantitative, which is in the numeric form. I am saying economic growth is quantitative. That means numbers are involved in it, and it is quantitative. Numbering things are quantitative in nature, whereas economic development is quality, subjective in nature. Economic development includes economic growth plus welfare, well-being. Economic development includes economic growth of the country plus well-being sector. Increase in the well-being sector. What it means by economic development? It is qualitative. Qualitative means we cannot define in the numeric form. Secondly, it includes economic development plus well-being sector. Well-being sector, educational sector, health sector, this sector, what is known as health, education, and what else comes in the development sector? Quality of human being, living standard, and agriculture productivity increase. All this is included in well-being sector, right? Agriculture, when there is an increase in the agriculture sector, then ultimately economic development will happen. When there is increase in industrial productivity, economic development will happen. It includes economic growth as well as well-being sector. Okay, this is economic development. Health, welfare, educational development, industrial productivity, quality of life, agriculture productivity, everything is included in the economic development. Economic development is a wider term which includes both economic development and well-being also. Welfare of human being also. Right? So if somebody asks you the difference between economic development, it is quantitative, that is in numeric form you can describe. It is qualitative. It is economic growth is having a narrow approach. Only national income aggregating if it is increasing, economic growth is increasing. But there is no human factor in economic growth. Sorry. In economic development, human factor is there, where national income is also included and well-being sector is also included. Education sector is improving or not. If it is improving, economic development will impact in economic development. Right. Then, without economic growth, one cannot be able to calculate economic development. But without economic development, economic growth can be, because it has economic growth is a part of economic development. Okay. Economic growth is one dimension. Only national income is included in it. But economic development has economic growth as well as educational sector, right? Industrial production sector, quality of life, health, educational, industrial, quality of life, agriculture sector also, agriculture productivity also. So it is multi-dimensional. This is multi-dimensional, this is unidimensional, this is quantitative, this is qualitative, right? Without economic development, economic growth can be calculated. One major element is national income, major element is economic growth as well as well-being sector growth, right? So this is all about economic growth and economic development, right? This is all about economic growth and economic development. See kids, we did microeconomics, we did macroeconomics, we studied the definition of economics. This is the first chapter of 11th class Maharashtra board. Basic concepts of economics, right? One by one everything is explained. In micro, individual person, his income, his saving is studied. But in macro, collectively everything is studied, right? Because it's very new class for you, commerce